This is a quick one. It's Shira Motherwell Farrell, Intuitive Soul. And I want to thank Sharon Bashad because I've been using this collagen from Viseo. And I'm going to start to anti-age. And so anyway, I'm very happy about that. How are you all doing? And what are you all up to? And, we're just... now we're into February the 11th of 2022 already, and this, for a person born today or has a birthday today, I would actually say they're actually a very old soul. Now with that February, and then the 11 too. So the 11 is really a master number, and it's a number. I mean, it's a powerful number. The 11, 22, 33 are master numbers, and it's very powerful. Anyway, 11 is always rebuilding its life over again. Respiratory area, very sensitive, allergies, asthma, sinus, and it is a legal number. And the 2 is very sensitive. So it is so, it is. So the 11 2 as to 13 4, which is transition. It can be the 4. Sometimes 13 4 can be, we call that the death card, the tarot deck, but it is transition. So anyway. Thank you very much, Linda. Nice to see you, and hope you're well. And I think about you and wonder how you're doing. Good to see you. Thank you. So it's really, our time is changing, and we're opening up. I mean, it's important to follow science, and I agree with that here. Change is upon us, and we will be back to traveling. Yes, and I have a friend who her brother-in-law had a big birthday, and they rented a house in Puerto Vallarta, and they had, I don't know how many friends come down to Puerto Vallarta for a week and celebrate his birthday. He'd be 80. And and their family, and I don't know how many friends, but I mean, I'm looking forward to hearing from my friend when she comes back from Puerto Vallarta, and that is awesome, and so it gives her a little bit of sunshine and that kind of thing here. So we're back to travel, and through all this, we've gotten to know our inner selves. And sometimes we get so busy with shopping and doing this and talking to this person and doing that, we forget, our inner selves and what is inside, and having to stay sort of closer to home and wear a mask and so on and so forth. In some cases, it's very difficult for some more than others, that kind of thing. But anyway, we are coming out of that, and so anyway, that is, but anyway, that's a blessing. So we're having to reinvent ourselves. A lot of people have been in positions for years, and they really don't know themselves. They have done the one job, sometimes the one job for many years, and they're really, some of them, my sense is I feel they're lost because they don't know their abilities. And with numbers, numerology, which the Hebrews and the Chinese, they studied numbers. Numbers are energy. And it holds energy and holds a lot of wisdom. And because I remember for years, I never started doing, readings till later in life. I was in sales for 17 years, corporate sales for 17 years, and I was lost. I was just lost. It wasn't feeding my soul. I mean, I love selling real estate and whatnot, but back in the 70s, real estate was 21% for interest, you know. So, I mean, I had to get out of that, and I just felt dead, and I felt lost in it, in some of the corporate sales and whatnot. Anyway, numbers, and then I met this wonderful woman who worked with me with numerology, and you know, so I mean, you know, because it you know, when I start to read somebody, I always use their numbers, and you know, because I don't know them, you know, they come in, and I had a woman, you know, the other day, she came in and she made things, and a little tiny sort of toy, but out of fabric. And but I had done her numbers, and she had 8s and whatnot, and but she wanted to create something, you know, and later at the end of the reading, you know, we start to talk, and yeah, she is an administrator, and she works with numbers and money and whatnot, but here she's trying to create this other role. I mean, you know, I mean, it's incredible what comes through numbers. I mean, the Hebrews and the Chinese, they worked with numbers back in Moses' time, you know. So anyway, and then I do take an object or ring or whatever here. I mean, I'm very grateful to you know, we've lost a giant, Bob Proctor. Bob Proctor changed my life. I went up to him. I got to tell this story for a few minutes here. I had been in corporate sales selling display advertising for the Albertan, and I loved that job. I was there about 2.5 years, and I was good at it. And you know, you'd sell an ad, and then you'd go back to the newspaper and you'd design the ad, and then you would get it printed up. Then you take the ad out to the client, and if there was any mistakes or changes or whatever, you get that made, and then you take it back to the newspaper and whatnot. Anyway, I challenged my boss, and he fired me at the newspaper. So a friend of mine who sold life insurance, she said to me, you know, my husband and I are going to take a course from Bob Proctor. And I said, who's Bob Proctor? This is back in this is 1980. And so he stood, you know, we went to and it was 2 weekends back to back for $175. It was a great deal. And he stood dressed in white with his white hair and whatnot, and my friend wanted to sit right at the front of the room, so we did. And he's sort of saying, pointing to people and saying, well, I know you hate your job, or I know you're not happy in your relationship. And then he'd get into that. And so something was, you know, I wanted to go up to him and say, you know, what do you get for me? What do you get for me? And so the second weekend, you know, we're still sitting at the front of the room and whatnot, and thank you very much for the likes. And likes are great. I mean, hearts are wonderful, but likes are apparently better for Facebook. Anyway, so I went up to him. Something, it was like Spirit nudged me. And I went up to Bob and I said, you know, I just come out of the newspaper business and advertising and whatnot, but what do you get for me? Do you get anything good for me? He said, what I get for you, you need to write a woman in North Carolina who's a friend of mine who teaches intuitive awareness. And I said, she's way down there, I'm way up here. How's that going to work? And he brought her up. She taught 40 of us. And she had been trained by Arthur Ford, who was a medium. And I understand her mother married Arthur Ford. Anyway, and he was a medium, and he was incredible. So it's, and her name was Patricia Hayes, and she's still here with us. But it's, she she could teach energies, and she had us seeing auras, feeling energies, feeling auras, and picking up objects, reading them, that kind of thing here. And you could really get in touch with energies. Yeah, she's incredible. She is incredible. Anyway, I'm very grateful to her, and I'm very grateful to Bob Proctor, because I was lost. I really was lost. So anyway, thank you very much, Ruby Alice, Jay Leonard. Thank you, and I will bring on somebody up ahead here, but I have another appointment somewhere that I need to meet here. But Shira Motherwell Farrell, I'm open to doing, I'm having people come in and get readings now at the house where I live, or I do FaceTime, and my website is shirafarrell.com, and come and see me. Okay, thank you. Oh, there's Michelle. How are you? Hope you're well. Nice to see you again. Many blessings, and thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you.